It used to be a simpler time. A time when children would frolic in the backyards of their suburban houses and play punchy faces in the courtyard of their neighborhood school. But over time, parents were warned of the dangers that lurked outside. No longer was it okay for children to walk to school or to say boo to strangers. The bad guys were everywhere, in every bus shelter and in every ice cream line. The world was indeed changing. The silent and deadly enemy that struck fear into parents was now prevalent in all parts of society. People of all ages were led to believe in one common enemy, and that enemy was everywhere. A new breed of terror was emerging, one that could strike at any time, and if it wasn't a person, it was a disease. And if it wasn't a disease, it was money. It wasn't a safe place to be, and it certainly wasn't an easy time for two expecting parents. Overworked and stressed, this young couple were the prime example of a world starved of imagination and adventure. They worked more hours than a week could offer, and when they were lucky enough to enjoy some free time alone, they could only gather the energy to watch the evening news. They had become brainwashed, unwillingly deceived by the constant bombardment of advertisements and sensationally horrific news that was being broadcast on every TV station, phone, computer they owned. Their world was flooded with forced opinions and ideas that were not their own. They began to believe the only joy in their life was the attention and praise they received when they fell into line. They became blind to emotion and were ridiculed for feeling anything other than happy. They hung a banner to show they were working as hard as they could. They were impeccable citizens. They slowly lost all that was unique about themselves and were now slaves to their own greed, with only the bottom line in their sights. This precious cargo was only gonna make their already difficult lives even harder.
Doctor, I've tried everything you said, but I'm telling you, I'm sure my baby's dying. And I've done everything I've read, but it hasn't seemed to move. Tell me it's okay, I've taken all my normal vitamins with added lead and thiamine. I gave up milk and now I'm gluten-free. Is there a diet? I'll try it. I haven't been outside yet like you said, and I'm only drinking bottled water from a far-off mountain spring.
Mary, why are you doing any of that? Just eat a nice healthy diet and you'll be fine. Your baby is just fine.
You're a liar, you're just in it for the money.
That's a bit harsh, don't you think?
Help, this doctor is being inappropriate. I was just... Where's Michael? I wanna talk to Michael.
He's at work, Mary. Would you like me to call him for you?
Ring, ring. Michael, I'm in labor and you better bloody thank me for pushing out this wretched little you. And have you booked the daycare yet? I've got a lunch date with Yvette, and I'd hate to have some grimy baby ruining the mood.
Okay, push.
And don't forget tuition. We don't want our boy in public education. That reminds me, a vacation. Tell the daycare they'll have to deal with him till June. One more big push. It's a boy.
I know it's a boy, you all don't get it here. Michael. Mary, I'm actually kind of busy. Can you leave a note with Benny?
Doctor, I don't want vaccinations. I've heard it causes retardation, but do you have anything that I could use to stop it crying?
Mary, I strongly advise against skipping vaccinations, and I'm afraid some babies cry in these kinds of situations.
You're a liar, you're just in it for the money.
I really don't think that's appropriate.
Help, this doctor is touching my baby.
Every parent wants a prodigal child, and they believe it, at least for a little while. It all starts with a vision of following the footsteps of the kid's old man to be a sports star, rock star, or professor at law, but these dreams don't exist anymore. In their minds, they were doing everything right, but really they were stripping away everything good in his life. But for Mary and Mike, it was different.
Now he's not allowed to play on his phone or on his tablet or with his PS4 or Xbox One, his computer or his Facebook or watch TV. You better make sure he eats properly. He's allergic to nuts and eggs and broccoli. He doesn't mind a baby chino when he's gluten-free. He practices his cello after 3, then he needs to put it down and go to bed and read. He gets a funny tummy if you let him eat anything not listed in these 14 sheets. I'll be back to pick the kid up here at 5.
Jody, I'm sure your dad will be here soon, although he's late most afternoons. How about you play on your phone till he arrives?
Jody, what are you doing? Get in the car!
Hi, Jody! You're a liar, you're just in it for the money.
I don't think that's appropriate. Your mom's not home too late, and I already ate, so I'll pick you something up on the drive.
We do all that we can to look after you. And how do you repay us? Go to you!
I don't think that's appropriate.